After years of absolute silence, Sam Heughan, the woman behind the success and profound personality of star Sam Heughan, has finally spoken. In a rare interview with Scottish Life Art magazine, she opened up sharing her deep, honest, and often surprising thoughts about the relationship between her son and his longtime co-star actress, Caitriona Balfe. The conversation took place in her cozy home in the heart of Edinburgh, where Sam's oil paintings, handicrafts, and childhood memorabilia are still carefully preserved as private treasures. The space is like a living memory cabinet, where every color, every detail is filled with the love of a mother for her only son. Sitting by the window in the pale afternoon sunlight, Sam Heughan, an artist and a mother, does not shy away when asked about the special relationship between Sam and Caitriona. With a gentle yet sharp gaze, she said, "I know people are always curious. And I thought, it's time to share a little. As a mother, I see things that outsiders may never see. They have a very real connection. It's not just acting. It's something that goes beyond the screen." Chrissy did not use ambiguous words. For her, the look between Sam and Caitriona when standing together could not be something directed or rehearsed from a script. "I've been to the set a couple of times, and I observed very carefully. Every touch, every look, those things cannot be faked. No one teaches actors to look at someone as if the whole world around them no longer exists." Her voice dropped. She did not need to say too much, but every word she uttered made the listener feel a deep layer of meaning. She said that Sam was an introvert who rarely shared, but with Caitriona, he became a very different version. Sam doesn't let anyone into his life easily, but with Caitriona, it's different. My son trusts her, relies on her, and I think a part of his heart has belonged to that girl for a long time. When asked if Sam had ever shared that directly with his mother, Chrissy smiled meaningfully. "I asked him once when we finished filming season 3. I said, 'Sam, I saw the way you looked at her.' He just smiled and said, 'I think everyone saw it, Mom.' Then he was silent, like there was something he was holding back. She didn't press her son to say more. She understood that there are emotions in life that don't need to be named, they just need to be felt." One of the most touching moments in the interview was when Chrissy talked about a special Christmas season. That year, Caitriona flew to Scotland and stayed at the Heughan house. She settled in very quickly. She even helped me prepare the traditional haggis. I remember that throughout the meal, Sam couldn't take his eyes off her. I whispered to him, "If you don't marry this girl, you'll be making a huge mistake." He blushed but didn't say anything. He just smiled. That smile. I still remember it. Chrissy admits that in her heart, Caitriona had long been her unofficial daughter-in-law. She was polite, intelligent, and incredibly sophisticated. She understood why Sam loved her so much. But what made everyone wonder, why did the relationship never go further? For nearly a decade, Sam and Caitriona always denied that they were a couple. Fans were disappointed to learn that Caitriona was married to music producer Tony McGill, while Sam remained single. Life isn't always as simple as it is in the movies. Chrissy sighed softly. Maybe the timing wasn't right. Maybe they chose to preserve something more precious than love friendship. I don't know everything, but I believe, in some universe, they belong together. At the end of the conversation, the reporter asked, "If you could send something to Caitriona, what would you say?" Chrissy was silent for a moment, her eyes becoming distant, as if seeing the old days coming back. "If you're listening, know that the Heughan family always loves you. No matter what happens between you and Sam, those beautiful memories will always remain in my heart." As soon as the interview was posted, the online community exploded. Behind-the-scenes images, quiet but meaningful moments between Sam and Caitriona, were shared by fans like a wave of nostalgia. Not because they need a clear answer, but because they sense something real. Something that only a mother like Sam Heughan is perceptive enough to see and compassionate enough to preserve. The glances, the smiles, the affectionate touches, all those little moments suddenly became the perfect pieces of the puzzle, confirming what fans have long believed. And this time, not from a tabloid article or a social media rumor, but from Chrissy Heughan herself, the woman everyone acknowledges as the most trustworthy person to talk about Sam Heughan. A word from a mother can be worth more than 100 newspapers. Whether they end up together or not, this is still the most beautiful love story ever told on the small screen. A fan commented under the interview, and yes, the simple conversation with Chrissy was not simply a private sharing of a mother. It was a real wave of emotions that spread throughout the global fan community. With gentle, humble, and loving words, she revealed a part of the truth that the public had only dared to silently guess for more than a decade. Memories that have never been made public. Shortly after the interview went viral, a veteran fan account on social network X, formerly Twitter, reposted a rare behind-the-scenes clip filmed in 2017. In the video, Sam and Caitriona smile brightly after a long scene in the rain. Sam gently puts a coat on her and then bends down gently, wiping a drop of water from her cheek, a gesture so natural that the whole crew burst into laughter. Are we filming a movie, or are we witnessing a real love story? A member of the film crew once joked. That sentence was thought to be just a joke back then. But now, in the light of Chrissy's confessions, it suddenly became one of the pieces of evidence that moved thousands of people. We always believed there was something real between them. And today, Sam's mom's words are the confirmation the fandom has been waiting for 10 years. A fan wrote, Caitriona Balfe's reaction. Up to now, Caitriona has not officially commented on the interview. However, just a few days later, she posted a black and white photo on her Instagram story, 2 hands holding each other. No one knows whose hands they are, but the caption that accompanied it really made fans' hearts flutter. Some people leave a mark that never fades. The community immediately understood this was Caitriona's cryptic response. A fan wrote, she doesn't need to say her name. We all know who it is. Hollywood pressure. Invisible barrier. Some media experts believe that the relationship between Sam and Caitriona, if real, was under tremendous pressure. As international stars, they are constantly monitored and scrutinized for their every move. A confirmation of love could shatter the legendary image of Jamie and Claire in the hearts of the audience, or conversely, it could be difficult for viewers to accept if the relationship breaks down. In addition, Caitriona's marriage to Tony McGill, a music producer who lives a low-key life, also makes things more complicated. Chrissy did not directly address this, but she had a very thoughtful quote. Life doesn't always go the way your heart tells you. Sometimes choices are the result of more than just emotions. Some believe that Caitriona may have chosen a less stressful, less publicized relationship instead of embarking on a romance with Sam, where all eyes were on them every minute. Unbreakable friendship. Whether they were a couple or not, there's no denying that Sam and Caitriona have a friendship that's rare in the entertainment industry. They've always stood by each other, from independent film projects to charity work to defending each other in the media. In 2021, when Caitriona was criticized for not showing up to the Outlander Season 6 premiere, Sam immediately spoke up. She's a mother. She's at the most important stage of her life. I'm so proud of her. And Caitriona has also spoken emotionally about Sam. I can't imagine doing Outlander without Sam. Caitriona interview with Entertainment Weekly. A nameless relationship, but forever. Perhaps what makes fans drawn to this relationship is its fascinating ambiguity. They don't confirm. They don't deny. They leave a gap. Just enough for the audience to dream, just enough to continue writing that story in each person's heart. Chrissy Heughan has never called it love dating or lover. She simply says, my son loves her, in his own way. And perhaps that's enough. In the frivolous world of showbiz, where romance is often fleeting and noisy, Sam and Caitriona's is a rare thing. A relationship that has lasted more than a decade anonymous, but never lost its sincerity and appreciation. They don't need labels. They don't need publicity. And that's what makes them live forever in the hearts of their fans. Chrissy Heughan's words are a belated gift, but warm, honest, and gentle as the breath of memory. It's not the end of a love story, but a gentle confirmation that the love between Sam and Caitriona in some way was, is, and always will be. Have you ever believed that? There are relationships that don't need a title, don't need affirmation, but are still eternal, not by words, but by looks, not by contracts or declarations, but by every moment kept in silence. In the noisy world of the stage lights, where people easily fall in love, easily break up, and easily forget, Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe wrote a story together, not in the script, nor needing a director. A story that doesn't know where to start and doesn't need an end. That feeling was present in every glance they exchanged on set. In every time Caitriona tilted her head and smiled while Sam just silently watched. In the way he put his coat on her in the cold rain, or the way she gently adjusted his collar in front of the camera. Those things no one forced them to do them. No director wrote them. Only true love can make two strangers stay together for a decade like that. And today, thanks to the emotional story of Chrissy Heughan, the woman who silently witnessed the whole journey from behind, all of us who have followed them, who have loved them, can finally smile. Yes, they may not have been a public couple, but sometimes what is left unsaid is the most honest. Perhaps you are watching this video not only as an Outlander fan, but also as someone who believes in something more beautiful. Something called connection that cannot be explained by reason. If you have ever been moved by that gaze, smiled slightly at a seemingly small gesture, or waited for a handshake for years, then perhaps you are not alone. We want to hear from you. Leave a comment about the moment that made you believe that Sam and Caitriona's feelings were real. Tell us about the first time you felt like they were more than just co-stars. And if you believe that somewhere in the universe they were meant to be together, don't be afraid to write that too. Because sometimes the most magical thing isn't whether they got together or not. It's that throughout that journey, they helped us believe in a kind of sincere, quiet, but never fading love.